Hello, my name is Grace. I'm from Ireland and I'm in the Economics and Management track.
Hi, I'm actually Johan Curry Machado from Britain and Cuba, and I'm in the Literature and Culture track of the 10th cohort, specializing in Chinese cinema.
Hi, I'm Wang Xiru. I come from Shandong, Qingdao, and now I'm on Law and Society track.
Hello, my name is Colin Chung. I am a 9th cohort scholar from the United States and a freshly minted alumnus of Yenching Academy. So my most memorable experience from YCA was traveling to Xinjiang, Kashgar and Tashkent with a group of 4 other scholars as part of our China in Transition second year research project. We visited different museums in both of these cities as part of our research trying to understand historicization of the Silk Road at heritage sites. But beyond that, we also tried a really interesting food, met traders from all different parts of Central Asia and Pakistan, and had a really wonderful, unforgettable experience.
The most unforgettable experience I had in YCA was last semester when we went to Fujian. We live in a Tulo with 400 years of history. We visited the local schools, fertility temples. Except for all the Gini coefficient, the GDP growth rate and fertility decreasing rate, except all the figures, this is the first time I came close to the real China and had a chance to experience that.
My most unforgettable experience in Beijing has got to be going to the live houses. Having a drink while listening to fantastic live music that you just can't hear anything else, performed by local Beijing bands. It's just, there's nothing else like it. I have met the most wonderful people in these places. So I have Chinese music to thank for making my experience here so unforgettable. So as you begin your journey here in Beijing, check out the live houses. I promise you, you will have an amazing time.
So before coming to China, I had this misconception that food in the north wasn't very good. It was bland, it was uninteresting. So my family back in the States had told me. But arriving in Beijing, I really fell in love with some street foods like Kalongmian and Jianbing. They have really good versions of these dishes at the canteens. I highly recommend, and in general, just be bold and try new things.
One of the biggest culture shocks that I've experienced here in China is people coming to me and taking photos or secretly taking photos of me. Definitely been one of the biggest adjustments to get used to here in China, but also you can have a lot of fun with it. You can say that you're a famous person, like you're Beyonce, and they will really think that you are Beyonce. So that's been one of the biggest ones for me.
One of my biggest culture shocks while in China is honestly just how much positive energy there is outside and how friendly people are on the streets. A simple evening stroll will lead to so many unexpected encounters. And it is such a great feeling when I get invited to join them in eating, drinking, singing, dancing, playing and chatting. I've done stuff here in China that I never believed I could do in my home country. And it's because the people here are just so friendly and so welcoming. And that's my biggest culture shock. And I hope you also get to enjoy that and make lifelong friends with random strangers.
My favorite course here in YCA is definitely From Sinology to China Studies by Professor Brent Haas. In the class, we studied how previous Western scholars studied China here in China, with both international students and Chinese scholars. With different cultural background, educational experience, we had different questions and even different answers to the same questions. So with around 20 students in the class, we have 20 different versions of China's. And in my perspective, this multicultural communication is the meaning of YCA. And after that course, Professor Brent Haas invited us to his home and made us terrific pizzas. And thus, this is my favorite course.
I think my favorite course at YCA is probably Art of China. It gives such a unique lens for examining Chinese history, recontextualizing the way that we understand how different forces in each dynasty express themselves, and how common themes adapted as the culture evolved. I travel a lot in my free time, almost every weekend that I can spare, and studying Art of China has given me the tools to truly appreciate the many fascinating artworks that I find to be so embedded into China's landscape. But whichever course ends up resonating the most with you, remember that the most important thing is to take what you learn about China inside the classroom out there into the real world. Discuss it with your friends and the people you meet. Be open to how their own perspectives may challenge your preconceived notions. Believe me, you will get so much more out of it that way.
One of my favorite courses here in YCA has been Global Migration with Liu Haifang. This course really focused on migration and within China, how there's been internal migration, but also external migration with people coming into China. And with this course, we got to go to Guangzhou and see how the migration situation has been like in Guangzhou. And this course has really opened my eyes because I think we're living in a very globalized world and migration is happening in and out, and it's interesting to see how China deals with it.
I know for a lot of you, this may be the first time you come to China. But what I want to say is, not only learn Chinese in the class from the textbooks, but also learn Chinese when you are ordering your food in the canteen with Ayi. Not only experience Chinese food by eating hot pot, we have so much different things here. Everything you experience here is China. Every conversation you had here help you to learn China better. So be curious and be open.
So as a new graduate of YCA, I guess my main piece of advice would be to take these 2 years as an opportunity to really explore yourself and your interests, especially in the second year when you don't have as busy of a schedule with courses. I know people who took the second year as time to improve their Chinese, people who went on field studies, people who are working. So really, take some time to reflect where you want to go in life and don't be in a rush. Take things as they come and enjoy the 2 years that you're here.
Moving to China is different compared to moving to different parts of the world. And you're going to experience a lot of different adjustments. And you may feel lonely, you may feel isolated, you may feel confused. But I would definitely encourage you to reach out and talk to people in 10th cohort, talk to people in your cohort, because we're all being through and going through the same thing. And you never know what other people are going through. And secondly, enjoy your time in YCA. It's 2 years. It may seem like a very long time, but it goes by so quick. So have fun here in YCA.
Welcome to the Peking University.
欢迎来到北大。
欢迎来到燕京学堂。
欢迎来到北京大学燕京学堂。